Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare dime coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today I want you to listen very closely because the coin we're talking about is not just rare, it is one of the most legendary coins ever created in American history. This is the United States of America Barber Dime from the year 1894, a coin so unique, so mysterious, and so unbelievably scarce that many collectors spend their whole lives dreaming of just seeing one. And in this video, I will take you into its story, its secrets, its rarity, and the shocking value that this small silver dime can reach today, so don't blink and don't miss a second because every detail matters. The story of the 1894 Barber Dime begins with one of the smallest mintages in U.S. coin history. Only a handful of these dimes were ever struck, and even fewer survived. Some were given as gifts, some were lost forever, and a few ended up in private collections. Imagine holding a coin that was never meant for mass circulation, a coin created almost like a whisper inside the mint, unknown to the world for decades. That is why collectors' hearts race whenever this coin is mentioned. The design itself is classic and bold. The Barber portrait on the obverse gives the coin a strong and noble presence, while the reverse wreath gives it that elegant 19th century touch that every vintage coin lover admires. But what makes the 1894 Barber Dime even more valuable is not just its design, but its story of secrecy, limited production, and its survival against time. Every surviving example looks like a witness to history, and collectors feel a chill when they hold one, knowing they are touching one of the rarest American coins ever minted. There are also special things collectors watch for, such as strike sharpness, faint die polish lines, rim details, and minting quirks that appear on some of these dimes. These tiny imperfections and minting traits turn an already rare coin into something even more desirable. Coins with crisp details or unusually clean surfaces are treated like treasures in the collecting world. A few examples even show subtle die variations, making them stand out from others and raising their desirability even higher. Now, if you are a collector or someone who dreams of finding rare coins, here are a few powerful tips that could help you on your treasure hunting journey. Always check old collections from family members, auction leftovers, antique stores, and estate sales because people used to keep silver coins without knowing their future value. Look carefully at dates and mint marks because most Barber dimes are common, but the 1894 date is the one that can change your life. Make sure to study how the real ones look because counterfeits do exist, and knowing the tiny details helps you avoid mistakes. And most importantly, never give up searching because rare coins appear in the most unexpected places, and sometimes the universe rewards the most patient collectors. The demand for this exact dime is incredibly high because experienced collectors know how impossible it is to find. When one appears on the market, dealers, investors, and coin experts rush toward it with unstoppable excitement. Auction rooms go silent, bids rise like lightning, and the atmosphere becomes electric because everyone knows they are fighting for a piece of American numismatic legend. There have been moments where this dime was sold in major cities like New York and Los Angeles, and the crowd could barely breathe as the price climbed higher and higher until the hammer finally dropped. And now let me tell you the part you have been waiting for since the start. The original market price that this United States of America Barber Dime from 1894 can reach today is an unbelievable $2 million. This is why collectors chase it, why history protects it, and why every coin lover dreams of discovering one someday. If you enjoyed this thrilling journey into one of America's rarest treasures, make sure you stay with us because more unbelievable coin stories and hidden fortunes are waiting for you here. Happy collecting, and may you be the next person to uncover a life-changing coin. Coin number 2. We are talking about the United States of America rare Barber Dime that carries the date 1945, a date that collectors whisper about because of its unique story and mysterious survival. You absolutely do not want to miss even one detail because this coin has a mix of history, beauty, and hidden rarity that makes collectors' hearts beat faster. Even though the Barber design officially ended long before 1945, the coin we're exploring today is one of those unusual and extremely rare transitional and misstruck pieces that escaped into the world in ways nobody fully understands. Imagine a coin struck with a design that didn't belong to that year, a coin that was never meant to appear, a coin that somehow survived through war, circulation, and time. Collectors can't resist these unusual survivors because they carry a kind of magic that ordinary coins never have. When you hold one of these rare transitional Barber dimes with a 1945 date, it feels like holding a secret the mint never intended to reveal. The details of the Barber portrait, The wreath on the reverse and the unexpected date combine to create a coin that stands out instantly. Pieces like these are extremely hard to find because they were not officially produced, meaning every known example is treated with enormous respect in the coin community. Some of these pieces show striking quirks that make collectors even more excited. You can find coins with die cracks, off-center strikes, double-digit impressions on the date, rim distortions and metal flow lines that prove these weren't normal mint strikes. These small imperfections created during production become huge advantages for collectors because error coins always carry higher attention and higher demand. Each tiny difference makes one coin unique from another, and collectors love that feeling of owning something no one else has. If you are a collector or someone who dreams of finding something rare, here is something powerful to remember. Always check old boxes of coins from your grandparents, drawers full of silver coins, coin jars from the 1940s and 50s, because rare transitional pieces appear exactly where you least expect them. Many people never look carefully at dates or designs, so a priceless piece might be sitting unnoticed in someone's home right now. Check the edges, check the weight and compare the portrait closely, because even one small detail can reveal a treasure that could change your collecting journey forever. This coin is in high demand because collectors know how unbelievably scarce it is. Whenever one of these special transitional Barber dimes appears in a place like a New York coin auction or a private collector's sale in California, the room becomes silent and the bidding becomes intense. People know they are looking at something they may never see again in their lifetime, and the energy becomes electric as the price climbs higher and higher until the final buyer wins with a heart full of excitement. And now the part that every coin lover waits for: the true original market value of this rare United States of America Barber 1 dime dated 1945 can reach an astonishing $50,000. This is the kind of discovery that changes a collector's future, and this is why you must check every old coin carefully. Thank you for staying with me and enjoying this thrilling journey, and remember that your next coin could be the one that surprises the whole world. Keep collecting with passion and excitement, because treasures like these are always waiting for the right eyes to find them. Coin number 3 we're talking about today has one of the most surprising and mysterious stories in American numismatics. This is the United States of America rare Barber 1 dime that carries the date 1937. And the moment collectors hear that year combined with the Barber design, their eyes light up instantly. You don't want to miss a single second, because this rare transitional appearance has shocked collectors for years, and the thrill around it keeps growing with every discovery. The Barber design officially ended long before 1937, but a few unusual and extraordinary pieces with this date and design combination somehow made their way into the world. These are the kinds of mint anomalies that collectors dream about because they were never meant to exist, and yet somehow they survived time, circulation, and history. When a coin does not belong to its year, that immediately makes it mysterious, and the mystery is exactly what gives it incredible value and demand. Holding one of these rare transitional Barber dimes feels like holding a secret from the mint itself. The sharp details of the classic Liberty head and the wreath on the reverse make the coin stand out immediately, and when your eyes fall on the 1937 date, it creates a shock that collectors never forget. Every example that exists feels almost magical because it breaks all the rules, and that is what makes it so legendary among coin lovers. Some examples even carry small striking irregularities that add even more value and excitement. There are pieces with light doubling on the date, faint die polish lines, off-center impressions, and slight rim distortions that prove these coins were not produced in the normal way. Error coins always rise in value faster, especially when the base coin is already extremely rare, and that combination turns the 1937 Barber dime into a collector's dream come true. If you are a collector or someone who hopes to find rare coins one day, you must pay attention to this part. Always search through old silver coin jars, family boxes, inherited collections, and antique shops, because odd transitional pieces usually hide in places where no one expects them. Study the portrait closely and compare the style, because genuine Barber features look different from Mercury dimes of the same period, and that difference will help you identify a treasure instantly. And never forget to examine the edges and weight, because those tiny clues can guide you straight to a life-changing find. Collectors all over the world chase this coin with serious passion because they know how incredibly rare it is. When a genuine 1937 Barber dime appears in big auctions like those held in New York or Dallas, the bidding becomes intense and the excitement is almost electric. People know they're looking at something they may never see again, and prices climb quickly as collectors compete fiercely for the honor of owning a coin that breaks history's rules. And now for the moment every coin lover waits for with excitement in their heart. The original market value price of the United States of America rare Barber 1 dime from 1937 can go up to an astonishing $80,000. this is why collectors never stop searching and why coins like this become legends in the world of numismatics. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey, and remember, your next discovery could be the one that changes everything in your collecting adventure. Coin number 4. I want you to sit back and listen carefully, because I'm about to take you inside the world of one of the most talked about and highly hunted United States dimes, the rare and desirable 1942 silver dime that many collectors mistakenly refer to as a barber piece. This little coin holds stories, mysteries, and price tags that can shock even experienced collectors, so don't blink, don't skip, and don't miss a single second of this journey. You must understand one thing before we dive deeper. The wartime era coins always carried a special charm. The 1942 silver dime is no exception. When you look at it, the design, the age, the silver beauty, and the mistakes made during minting come together to create pieces that collectors chase with passion. And the thrill comes from the fact that you never know when a rare variation might appear in someone's old drawer or pocket change found in a flea market stall. One of the biggest reasons this coin is so loved is the extremely famous error known as the overdate. In the early minting process, workers accidentally punched part of the previous year's date into the die. That mistake created a stunning overdate where you can actually see the ghost of the earlier number hiding behind the new one. That little slip of human error turned a common coin into a treasure that collectors hunt like gold. Another thing that makes the 1942 dime desirable is the purity of the silver. This was a time when American coins still carried real value in their metal. The shine, the natural toning, the feel of it in your hand, everything about it makes a collector lean in a little closer. And if you find one that survived decades without deep scratches or cleaning damage, you've got something very special that people proudly display in their collection boxes. Now let's talk about what everyone secretly waits for, the real market value of this coin. A regular circulated 1942 silver dime often sells in markets for around 5 to 10 United States dollars. But when you bring in the rare overdate error, things change dramatically. A clean, sharp, well-preserved 1942 overdate example has sold in auctions for more than 5,000 United States dollars. Yes, thousands. Collectors in cities like New York, Chicago, and even small hobby markets have paid big amounts when a clear overdate piece comes to the table, especially when it is graded with strong details and bright surfaces. For collectors watching this, let me give you a helpful tip. Whenever you see a 1942 dime, do not rush, do not ignore it, flip it, turn it under the light, and look closely at the date. Sometimes rare coins hide under dust and fingerprints. Use a magnifier if you have one and check the numbers carefully. One careful look can turn an ordinary day into a moment you will never forget. And always avoid cleaning your coin because collectors love original surfaces more than anything else. This coin teaches us something important. Even the smallest piece of metal can hold history, value, and mystery. The 1942 silver dime continues to rise in demand because collectors know that real treasure doesn't always shine loudly. Sometimes it whispers and waits for the right eyes to find it. And as we come to the end of this story, remember this. Every collector has a moment that changes their journey forever. Maybe your moment will come from this very coin. So stay curious, keep hunting, and never underestimate what a tiny old dime can bring into your life. If you enjoyed this journey, keep watching, keep learning, and stay passionate about the beautiful world of coins.